Once upon a time, in a small town in India, there lived a boy named Sundar. He was not born into a rich family. His father was an engineer at a British company, and his mother was a stenographer before she became a homemaker. They lived in a small two-room apartment in Chennai. There was no air conditioner, no television, and no car. Even having a telephone at home was a big deal in those days, and they didn't have one for a long time. But Sundar had something else: curiosity and a strong desire to learn. He was the kind of child who asked many questions. Whenever something broke in the house, like the radio or the fan, Sundar would watch his father repair it. He never complained about what he didn't have. Instead, he focused on what he could learn. From a young age, Sundar showed great interest in numbers and technology. He could remember long phone numbers after hearing them just once. Everyone around him was amazed by his sharp memory. Teachers noticed his intelligence, but they were even more impressed by how calm and polite he was. He studied in a regular government school, sitting on benches that were often broken. Sometimes the classroom had no fan, sometimes no lights, but Sundar never made excuses. He walked to school every day with books in hand and dreams in his heart. His father often told him, "Education is your best chance." And Sundar took those words seriously. Later, Sundar got admission to one of the top colleges in India, IIT Kharagpur. It was not easy to get in. Thousands of students applied every year, but only a few were selected. Sundar studied day and night, sometimes even under candlelight during power cuts. His efforts paid off. He not only got in, but also became one of the top students. He wanted to study more and expand his knowledge. So, after graduation, he applied to Stanford University in the United States. He got a scholarship and went there. That journey from Chennai to California changed his life. It was his first flight. Everything was new: the language, the food, the way people talked. But Sundar didn't give up. He studied even harder and stayed humble. In the beginning, he couldn't even afford a computer. His father had to use almost a year's salary just to buy the flight ticket. Sundar understood the value of every dollar. While others spent money on parties or gadgets, he focused on books and learning. After finishing his education, he worked for a few companies, including Applied Materials and McKinsey. But his life changed completely when he joined Google in 2004. At that time, Google was already becoming famous, but Sundar was still unknown. He started working on Google Toolbar, a simple tool that helped people access search easily. His ideas helped Google reach millions of users. Later, he proposed a bold idea to create a new web browser. Some people at Google thought it wasn't necessary. They already had strong products. But Sundar quietly believed in the idea. He convinced the team and worked with engineers to build Google Chrome. After launch, Chrome became one of the most successful browsers in the world. That one decision changed everything for Sundar. But he didn't stop there. He led many major products at Google, including Gmail, Google Maps, and Android. Each time, he showed not just skill, but also leadership. He didn't shout to lead. He listened. He didn't show off his power. He helped others grow. People in the company began to admire him not just for what he did, but for how he did it. He respected every employee, from interns to senior managers. He often said that ideas can come from anyone, and he truly meant it. That's what made him different. In 2015, Google made a big decision. They created a new parent company called Alphabet to manage all their businesses, and they chose Sundar Pichai as the CEO of Google. It was a huge moment. An Indian boy from a simple background was now leading one of the biggest tech companies in the world. And he didn't stop there. In 2019, Sundar was made CEO of Alphabet as well. Now he leads both Google and its parent company, with thousands of employees across the globe. Yet he remains simple and down to earth. He doesn't wear expensive clothes. He doesn't act like a celebrity. He still talks slowly, smiles gently, and speaks with kindness. He once said in a speech, "Wear your failure as a badge of honor." He believes that mistakes are part of learning. He also says that you should not compare your life with others. Everyone has their own timeline, their own story. You just have to keep learning and keep going. Today, Sundar Pichai is a global icon, but he still remembers his days in Chennai, sitting with his father and listening to cricket on the radio. That memory keeps him grounded. He tells young people to be curious, to dream big, but also to stay humble. So, if you are someone who thinks you're not special or not rich enough to succeed, remember Sundar's story. You don't need a perfect life. You don't need to speak perfect English. What you need is a dream, hard work, patience, and the courage to keep going even when things get hard. Because one day, your small steps can lead to a giant success. Just like the boy from Chennai who became the CEO of Google. If you found this story interesting and helpful for your English learning, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a new lesson or success story. Keep watching, keep learning, and keep growing.